to another market breakdown. This is Trader Leo from Bit Market, and today we're going to be speaking about ES. And it's going to be like a navigation, like what to expect for the next days or next weeks, and what the coming bias it is. All right, the last video that I made the argument that this, I made a video when we were coming lower here in this breakout. I said, even if we come lower, we're going to find some buyers, all right? And those buyers showed up around the second leg move. So this is the first leg, pullback, second leg. And this is the first entry long, and this is second entry long. So this is how I start counting. And I think traders they should really start counting where bulls entered and trigger it and where are the trapped bulls, where are the trapped bears. All right, just to make it clear, some bulls bought this bar, assuming this is first entry long. Some bulls waited until we traded above this. It wasn't a great signal bar. It will be if only if it closed bullish. So in the last second, I was watching this in the last second, last minute of the close of market close, this was bullish and it turned it bearish. And then we came all the way back to the low of the last trader range. So that's a range. And I was assuming that if we come back, we need to at least follow a measured move based on that range. So we're just around there, I think. Okay, today we fall more, but I think other traders may be watching this previous bear flag. So we just arrived today there. Okay. And I assume since it's a wedge, I assume probably there will be buyers below. It's not going to be easy breakout. That's what I would assume. And I think this is the low. So I think probably we need to fall probably there. And eventually I think there is this main range that I think we're going to fall all the way down, at least here. All right, this is going to bring it at this low. All right, and now I'm going to speak about the range. Since we are getting back inside the range, I give you what are my goals for the next days. I think even if we come back on the weekly, probably there will be buyers above this high. Okay, even if we come back there, probably there will be sellers above this high, not buyers. I'm sorry, I mean sellers. So this area is where the last range. So, like think about this as the last range, and it didn't actually trap traders. Why? Because it already was navigated. We traded inside, out, inside, out, inside, out. So anyone who were in a bad trade, they got out there in this double tap or something. So they already got out from there. All right. And now this bigger picture. Bigger picture. Now I'm started thinking probably is the second leg. I was speaking all year, if you remember. I said even if we go up, we are gonna get a second leg lower, and probably we have to fall below. This was October's low from 2022, and I think probably we have to fall a second leg up. I'm not sure this is the high, second leg down, and then that is gonna bring us here. But let's speak about this price action first. Okay, few things to navigate. There was a triangle here before we break, and whenever you have a triangle, one, two, three, one, two, three, and we broke from that triangle, one, two, three. Okay, one, two, three, one, two, three. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, it's just a series of higher lows, and lower lows, higher low. So The market, it was just an inside bars. It wasn't actually going up or down. It was just consolidation inside. When that happens, sometimes the market finds a way back to the mid of that triangle. And for me, the mid is the mid of that range. And probably we have to fall also before we find buyers all the way to 50% of that move. And that is aligns up with this low. So that's also a magnet. Okay. And then we will see if the market is gonna break that low and really accelerate lower. I'm gonna trade this from a level to level. So that's around 4062. All right. So now I'm waiting for a plan. Even if we go up, I think there will be sellers above. That's what my opinion right now. Weekly, if we look at the monthly, and it's not gonna be easy to break this. So traders need to be careful around this zone because we have this like previous resistance or previous resistance become support here. This is a zone on the monthly that really need to be careful what I'm doing. So here, even if we come in lower, I don't think it's gonna be easy to just have that's a low probability to have like a large bar coming. Okay, unless if there is a breakout or something really bad with the, you know what I mean, like with Hamas or Palestine or Israel, or the fact they are selling people this time. Okay, it's always there is something. It's always there is a narrative, and always there is a something. And all I care about is actually what is coming here in the chart. Okay, so few points. Here is the range from this high to this. This is my range, and sometimes the markets also fall all the way to the middle of the range. And if it doesn't find support there, it comes all the way down to the low of the range. So that comes around the 4,000 around number. And I have spoken about that round number very because we gathered here above that. It's the first random number that we gathered above. So that's at this area is very interesting. And I think it will be really hard for bears to break it. Okay, around the 4,000 area. I'm just saying below this low. Okay, that's all that is interesting. If you look at this, this is not a bull market, this is not a bear market. This is a trader range. All right, a trader range traps bulls into a good signal bars and traps bears into a good signal bars. Also, this bar, there are some bears who sold here and they are still holding, literally here, and they held it all the way. So maybe the market sense this is a trader range. And trader ranges, if the traders use a wide stop and scale in, scale out, they're probably gonna make money. And I assume that we have also to fall all the way down to save these bears who are trapped here. All right. And this area is around support, so be careful there. I would assume really be careful. And what else? What else I wanna speak about? Okay, if we break below this level, how far can we go? I said there is this triangle, extended triangle is the opposite of this. The mid of that is also a magnet. So if you fall all the way down there, I think there will be uh, buyers. Okay, and also this is the really old trend line I'm looking at. Anyways, that's price action speaking. And now let's go back to the daily to get some kind of a bias for the coming week and this week. Well, around this wedge pattern, this wedge, you can make an argument that this is a wedge and bears the one to break below it. And it's only 70% chance 30% chance that we're going to break below, 70% chance that we're going to come and test this low. Okay, this low. I was thinking maybe we're going to come test it today, but there was many news today to actually trade the market very nicely. But anyways, I said here is a magnet. Probably the market has to come and test that, okay? Because this is a trader range. This is not a really a falling market. It's still coming down, but it's coming into a range, a range comes down. There is some buyers below, comes lower, like this bar. How good is this bar? Even if we fall below, probably there will be some buyers below, and that's the nature of trader ranges. And to get around this area is very hard because we already navigated this. Okay, there is no the only target is down, so there will be a lot of sideways. I would assume the lower probability is it's going to be a big bar breaking out. That's a lower probability for me. Higher probability sideways down. Even if reality there will be bears above this high, there will be bears up around this area, there will be bears around the 50%, whatever low we get, 50% of that. So maybe if this is the low, then there will be bears around that. So I'm still keeping, right now I'm keeping, we're back inside the range as I said. So once I said, if we come back inside the range, I'm going to be looking only for shorts because bigger picture, bigger picture, this started looking like a deviation, a faded breakout. And whenever you have deviations, sometimes it comes all the way fucking down. Okay. What else I want to share with you? Anyway, 3 months just to navigate the range. 3 months, an inside bar with an inside bar coming breaking. Okay, so this bar is it went up and it closed back inside, and this came all the way back there to just around 50% of that. You will see this all the time. Okay, so around 50% of that and coming lower, which means whoever bought there now they got out, and probably the market has to fall below this low. That's the magnet. You can see it just inside this as a range. Here is your deviation. Okay, here is your deviation, and here is magnet. The it cannot be as simple as that. If you look at the 3 months, that's we'll probably have to fall below that low and see if we're gonna find support. I said there will be like very hard for the market to break below the 4,000 level, but assuming something bad happens, we market needs to come back at least to the high of COVID's high at some point. Or since it's trader range, it can just form a triangle and break to the upside. But more, I think more is gonna be like a trader range, and I think the market is gonna form a trader range for the next probably 10 years. Okay, probably we started the range. I don't know if this is the high of the range or the high of the range is going to be much higher, but I think this is going to be a 10-year. So this started around 2022. So probably 10 years it's going to be 2032 before we start breaking higher. What are the chances that we're going to come all the way? So yeah, we can, because we can come below this level and start going high, because this leg is strong enough that can have a second leg, but also this leg is strong enough can have a second leg, which makes sense. It's a probability side, since both have an argument and bears have an argument. uh, I think it's sideways, and right now the range is we can define the range from here to here. Okay, from this high to this low, deviation, come back to this high. Again, we took this high, we're coming back at least to the mid of that. The mid, the middle of the range there is gonna be around were around there. So it's very close to this price, and I assume there will be buyers below there. Okay, I hope this helped you and give you a context about the markets and where we can be hidden or something. And remember, there was an extended triangle here that the markets probably have to test it at some point. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year. Even if we're gonna fall, it's not gonna be easy to fall. A crash, I cannot predict a crash because I trade price action. Okay, daily, what to expect? We came back around this range, so probably there will be buyers below. Anyways, I still think if we came all the way up to this bar, it trapped some moves into a double bottom. So anyone who bought below that bar or around that low, we need to test that. And if we see the max coming over, we need to just start shorting. Okay. I hope you find this useful and see you with another market breakdown. Right now, I think if I'm not wrong, I don't know, something like this and then come much lower. And also we can come all the way up here and come lower. But you get the idea. It's a zone. It's not just one place. It's where bears can be showing up. I cannot know the exact price, but around here there will be bears. Okay, guys, take care and let's see what we're gonna have in the next weeks. But right now, I think we are back inside this range. So I'm gonna be navigating that range. Take care. Also, if you like the videos, don't forget to leave a like and maybe subscribe. That actually motivates me to put more content and giving more data into the market. And also, there is this level, Cartley level, so we are around that. I think that's why we had some kind of a spike today. But I think we need to be careful around these levels. Whenever you are short, better check your profits early. Do not be swinging too long, but better to look too short. Okay, take care. Right now, what I think possible deviation, come back below the range and sideways. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be like one line. It's gonna be up, down, into down.